Did you know, in March 2017, two tech billionaires, you probably know at least one of them, made a bet over Twitter that ended up landing South Australia the world's biggest grid-scale battery. So, a bit of backstory here. 6 months earlier, South Australia had a huge storm and the entire state lost power. Tornadoes had ripped through the state's mid-north, and the path they took, well, it just so happened to line up with a whole lot of huge steel transmission towers. That set off a chain reaction across the network that culminated in South Australia blacking out. And it ended up kicking off a huge fight in politics about renewables.
The fact is, wind! Members on my left.
Because South Australia had the highest portion of wind and solar at the time. You might even remember some of it.
This is coal. Don't be afraid. Don't be
Treasurer,
scared. Won't
the
hurt
Treasurer
you.
knows the rule on crops.
It's coal.
When Scott Morrison was waving around that call in Parliament, he actually brought up South Australia, saying it was an example of a renewables transition gone wrong. Now, I won't go too much into the politics, but this debate got so loud, it caught the attention of some big players abroad, and things took an unexpected turn. So basically, one of the Tesla execs made a comment to a newspaper journalist that they could fix South Australia's energy problems in 100 days with a big battery. And that might have just stayed like that, but this Australian tech billionaire, Cannon-brookes, saw it. And so he tweeted Elon Musk saying, "Are you for real?" And then Musk, he said, "Hell yeah, I am. Actually, I'll do it in 100 days or it's free." And this thing just blew up. Tesla ended up winning that contract. And within 100 days, South Australia was the owner of the world's largest grid-scale battery at the time. Experts say it was a really significant moment because it was kind of like the proof of concept the world needed. One of the things that it showed batteries could be particularly good for is actually helping stabilize the grid when something bad like a freak storm happens, because they can fire up really quickly. There are heaps of examples of the way the weather events have shaped and changed the Australia we know today, sometimes in really unexpected ways, and I've done a podcast about it. So if you do want to hear more, search for The Weather That Changed Us on the ABC Listen app.